Alright, hi everybody. I told Mike over at Big Pond Farms that I'd make a video of my watering system and pond system and all of that stuff. I just switched back from our winter mode. We had a 50-gallon tank here and I just put a deck on top of it. But as you can see, I have a hardware cloth deck on a 2x4 frame. So all the water goes through it. They don't get into a muddy pit. I do throw grains down in there once the weather starts to warm up, and they'll start to grow up through the hardware cloth, and then they get to eat them. But you can see these are about a 2-inch by 3-inch hole. They're cut into a 4-inch PVC pipe. The only thing I want to change is on this end. I want to cut the end off and put a larger valve, maybe like a 1.5 or 2-inch, and run it right out the fence to drain it. Sometimes debris builds up in here and that little bib valve is just not enough. It clogs up all the time. But all the way on this end, inside of this cap is a float valve, so it continuously refills. They never run out of water this way. And then, let's see, I'll show you the coop. We do have lights. I have a light up here on a timer. It kicks on just for a little bit. Then that one shuts off and a light inside turns on, because I found that ducks will just stay out. If I have a light for them, they tend to find their way in. Right now, I got one broody duck, so she's gonna make some noise at us. But this is our inside of the coop. They do tend to lay eggs in here most of the time. I think right now the broody duck is chasing the rest of them out of here. I don't have any drakes, so she's sitting on them for nothing. And then here's my feeder that I'm using right now. I can fit probably about 10 days worth of feed in that, if not more. This was my original feeder here. It worked all right, but some of the stuff would clump up in the bottom, so I'm going to get rid of that. The mulch in the bottom is about 4 inches deep. I get that for free from the tree companies around here that cut for the phone companies and the electric companies. So I change it out. I don't change all of it at once because the worms come up here and eat the duck poop, and when I turn it over, the ducks eat the worms. If I change it all out at once, we go wormless for a few days before they fill it back in again. So I change out about 1/4 to 1/3 of it every time I change it out. They do love it when I turn it over. They come running and dive right in and start pulling out all the worms and the grains. We do get a lot of sprouted grains in there because I throw scratch mix down, and once it sprouts, they come in. Let's see. They are not handheld ducks. They would rather just be with each other and not so much with me. But they do come to you if you're the one bringing out lettuce or greens or tomatoes. I wanted to get a few of them in my pond here. As you can see, I just changed the water out. This is the deck that I was talking about in my comments to Mike. I got all my wood from a local sawmill. These are all just scrap cuts that I built this with. This summer or spring, I'm building a filter system for it, so I don't have to change the water out completely. I can maybe change it out every 2 or 3 weeks. All right, that should be everything. See you later.